What is going on to all my heavy hitters? Thank you guys for joining me here today. You guys already know what we're going to talk about. Falcon and Winter Soldiers review, episode number 4. Let's get into it. What is going on to all my heavy hitters? Thank you guys for stepping into the Square Circle. This is Square Circle Comics. If you guys are new here, I go by the name of BX Boxer. I want to thank you guys for joining me here today. If you're new here again, guys, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell, hit that like button, help this channel grow, support all your local YouTubers 2021. I've been saying that since Jump Street. And again, guys, leave a comment in the comment section. I love talking with you guys, I love hearing your feedback, your opinions of everything that I've been doing with this channel, all the topics that I'm putting out there. It really means a lot. Every subscription, every like, every comment, it means the world to me. You guys don't even know. I can say that's how I'm blue in the face, but let's get into this video. We're going to do a quick recap of episode number 3 because I didn't get to post last week. I've been trying to work on things with the channel, so I do apologize, guys. I'm still here. But basically in episode number 3, you know, we see it opened up with Bucky, basically them showing to us that he has been reprogrammed. All the Hydra stuff is out of his head. We saw him real vulnerable at his lowest, you know. He was upset, he was crying. It was a real emotional scene. I thought it was a powerful scene for him, for us to see that for that character, and I wasn't disappointed at all. And also in episode number 3, what else did we get? After that scene, we basically see that they're looking for Carly because the lady that was real close to her passed, and we see Zemo basically seeing like the silver tongue that he is, the slick guy that he is, basically using a little girl, not using a little girl, but basically like pumping her for information to get close to her. We see Sam trying to be close to Carly, and then, you know, Captain America basically comes and is like being entitled, like, listen, we gotta do this like this. It has to be done like this. We need this. She's a criminal. How you got Zemo out? And Sam's like, listen, just shut the hell up. Relax. We got this. Don't worry about it. They get into this epic fight between the Dora Milaje, John Walker. They basically kick his ass, and that's when he's had like enough. He's like, they're not even super soldiers, and they kick my ass. And we saw previously that he picked up a dose of the super soldier serum. Obviously, by the end of the episode, we know he injected himself because unfortunately, when they killed Battlestar, Carly kicked Battlestar by killing him. His head hit on the pillar. We see John Walker killing one of her associates in the street, open up in broad daylight. Everybody's recording him, which leads us into episode number 4, which we're going to talk about right now. So basically, the episode opens up. We see John Walker on the run into a warehouse, and he's emotionally distraught. He just lost his best friend, close colleague, close person he grew up with from the military, high school. And it was crazy to see, like, in a flip of a dime, he was just like back to work, and like nothing happened. And we see Sam and Bucky coming to him, basically trying to extend an olive branch. Like, listen, it was the heat of the moment. You don't go down this path. Sam tells him quickly, just give me the shield and we'll try to make everything right. And then John Walker loses it again. And he's like, you're trying to take the shield from me? Or you're trying to be Captain America? It's not happening. Bucky tells him, you don't want to do this. You don't want to go back and forth with us. He's like, yeah, I do. Pumped up on that super soldier serum. I guess at the time, they didn't know he had it. They quickly found out that he did. It was a back and forth fight. It was crazy. Falcon got his wings sprouted off, just straight up ripped off. And they basically had to break his arm to release the shield to get it out. They finally did get it off. We see Joaquin Torres and Sam Wilson have a quick interaction. He's like, what happened to your wings? He's like, yeah, it's a long story basically, but don't worry about it. Joaquin's like, hey, you want your wings back? He's like, nah, you could keep it. That was a dope little nod because if you guys know, if you don't know, Joaquin Torres does become Falcon in the comics. So I thought that was a nice little nod that we might even see that sometime down the line in the MCU. Maybe in the end of episode 6 as a post-credit scene. Who knows? But again, a nice little nod. We see Sam Wilson talking with Isaiah Bradley. And Isaiah Bradley's giving him the whole rundown of what happened. Running straight through the truth storyline. And a big thing to see that. I would have loved to see Isaiah Bradley in the flashback scene as Black Captain America. I thought that was an opportunity missed. But we don't know how Marvel does. We might see that sometime again in the MCU. We don't know if we're done with this character for sure. Maybe they give us a little tidbits of anything that might lead up, hopefully to something bigger. We see Bucky going to Sokovia to meet up with Zemo, basically to pick him up Zemo thought he was going to kill him, but we quickly see that that wasn't the case. Bucky hit up the door of Milage and said, listen, he's going to be in Sokovia. I'll hand him over to you guys. You can take him to Wakanda, bring him back for justice for killing King T'Chaka. And before they leave, Bucky's like, listen, I might have need a favor from you guys. And then the scene cuts from there. We quickly see that Sam is back at home with his family. And he's like, listen, you know, I could basically fix the problems I got. I know some people that can help us out. Talking about the issues with his family's boat and everything like that. And then we quickly see that Bucky comes back to like basically meet up with him. So that it was a nice little bonding scene to see that throughout these whole episodes, they were very distant. They didn't like each other. They were on their own way. And now that they're bonding, we quickly see like a little love connection between Sam's sister and Bucky, which I thought was pretty cool. It's pretty funny to see that little comedy break in the show. We see the trial of John Walker basically being answered for his crimes of murder. And they basically tell him, listen, you're lucky that you're not going to jail because of your decorated military background and your high honors and things like that. And he's not trying to hear it. He's like, listen, I fought for this country. I gave my life to this country. I did what was just. My friend was murdered. Like, listen, if you don't go back the shield as quickly as possible, I don't know what to tell you, but at the end of the day, you're not Captain America no more. He's like, I am Captain America. He's like, you're not Captain America. Walks out of the courtroom, storms out, sitting on the bench with his wife. And who do we get? None other than Valentina, Madam Hydra, being another slick talker, basically telling him, listen, what you did was right, but you got caught. Like, you know, people would have been praising you had that not been on public TV, national TV. You would have been good. Take this card, give me a call. When I saw that, I was like, wow, could this lead to like a Thunderbolt situation? Is Madam Hydra maybe working with Thunderbolt Ross? Is it leading to something else? Who knows? But what I remember watching in the show, the Dora Milaje was basically saying that they're going to take Zemo to the realm, if I'm not mistaken. And the realm in the comics is basically where they keep all the Thunderbolts, because, you know, they're criminals. That's their jail cell. They're there, so they got to do what they got to do. So maybe the realm is a nice little segue from Zemo going into the Thunderbolts. Who knows? But again, this was a dope episode. We basically see that, you know, Sam, he has a shield. And we get some we get some motivational scene that he's trying to get himself back into shape. He's messing with the shield. He's doing things with the shield. He's getting acquainted with it, throwing it and dealing with it. And while all that's going on, before that even happened, we basically see that, like I said, Sam and Bucky were bonding, you know. And Bucky quickly hands him this briefcase. He's like, you know, this is for you. Don't worry about what it is. You'll open it in due time, whatever. And we basically see that Carly meets up with Captain America 2, Winter Soldier villain, Bardock. That's what it is. She meets up with Bardock to basically go to New York to, I guess, for this final big plan that they have for the Flag Smashers. They quickly go to New York City. Sam is watching on the TV. As he's watching it, he sees that something's going down. And Joaquin Torres says, like, listen, we pinpointed them to New York City. As he's watching TV, he's like, well, what could they be doing in New York City? And it's like common sense as he's watching it hits him, like, that's what they're going to do. They're going to attack this UN, this conference. And everything shuts off while they're in the conference. And Sam opens up the briefcase. And guys, if you know, you know, and I'm hoping we'll see that in all of episode number 6, that iconic Falcon, Captain America attire. That would be great to see. Watching that was very reminiscent of the Wolverine when he was on the airplane. They gave him a suitcase, he opened it, it was that classic black and yellow costume. I thought that was dope. So I have not been disappointed so far with the series at all. It's kind of like, I can't say it's better than WandaVision, not better than WandaVision. To me, it's its own. It stands in its own lane, because WandaVision was basically like us showing us what has been going on with Wanda in her own way. And then you have this as like straight up MCU. So the one is not better than the other. They differ in their own ways. But I just can't wait for episode number 6 to see what goes on. Oh, so sorry, I got ahead of myself. We got a post-credit scene in this episode. John Walker basically trying to build his own Captain America shield with his Medal of Honor printed on it, solidifying that he will be U.S. agent, which was, again, pretty dope to see. And the fact that Marvel could do such good writing with these comic stories and not go straight directly from a comic book, word for word, page for page, panel for panel. I thought that's pretty cool. If they did, can you imagine the craziness that we would see on these TV shows and movies? It would be great. But again, nevertheless, they're still doing great work. And that wraps up for this video, guys. Again, guys, hit the subscription button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and drop a comment in the comment section. I thank you guys for being here today with me. This is Square Circle Comics. I go by the name of BX Boxer. Until next time, guys, y'all stay well.